All right, well, hello everyone and happy Monday. It's digital host A.J. Wuest welcoming you back to Before the Four. Of course, the live stream where I go through some of 48's top news stories and then some before our 4 o'clock newscast. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend wherever you're watching Before the Four today, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, or the 48 Now live stream. As always, thank you so much for watching and spending just a bit of your Monday afternoon here. Now first, let's take a look at what to expect with the weather outside for this week. I don't know about you all, but it certainly felt quite a bit cooler for me coming into work this morning. No doubt about it. Let's check in with 48 First Alert Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis for what to expect. Brad?
Let's go through the afternoon and on into the evening hours. Another nice break out there. Nothing really on radar. In fact, I'm taking most of the chance of rain out, not only today, but tomorrow as well. Anything we get is probably going to be drizzle. Tropics are starting to heat up a little bit more. We'll be talking more about that coming up at 4, 5, and 6. Take a look at these temperatures. We knew it would be cooler, but wow, how about 71 degrees in Fort Payne? That easterly breeze, the rain-cooled air coming in from Georgia, too, so it kind of reinforces that. You can see all that spinning off to our north and east. Gulf Coast, we're kind of in a transition zone here. We're going to eventually start to see this easterly flow break down, and that's what's been giving us the cooler temperatures in the clouds. Tomorrow we wake up cloudy, low to mid 60s, another really nice start to the day. But we start to break the clouds up, and this is the beginning of the pattern changing. And as it does so, we'll see temperatures back around 84, 85 degrees or so tomorrow. And then we get back into the heat. Here's your 10-day forecast. We're looking at 90 Thursday, Friday. That's pretty typical at this time of year. Overall, no heat concerns, just hot, and it should be this time of year. Some of you still trying to hang on. The kids are back in school, but we've still got a good pool forecast coming up for you this weekend. I'll have more on your forecast at 4, 5, and 6.
And you guys all know the drill. I say it every single day, but of course it happens every day. But First Alert Weather Extra, that is streamed tonight at 9:30. First Alert Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis, he'll be back here in the CTV Center, and he'll have all the latest. He always has a great time with it, so feel free to leave a comment, express your comments, your concerns, anything that is on your mind. Brad will shout you out. Again, it's tonight at 9:30, and of course you can watch it wherever you're watching Before the Four right now, but you're just not going to want to miss that. But now, once again, it's that time of the year, back to school. Tennessee Valley kiddos and educators are now officially heading back to the classroom, with Huntsville City Schools heading back today. Hard to believe. 48's Noah Cowell with everything you need to know with the changes made in the Huntsville City School system, as well as what's different this year in the entire state. Noah Cowell with more.
The Huntsville City School District has been growing nonstop for more than 20 years now, and this year it's all about technological advancements and expanding schools. Superintendent Clarence Sutton highlighted the new state-of-the-art Career Tech Center, which will be open and available for over 1,000 high schoolers. He says the district is staying ahead of the curve in other ways as well.
We had STEM camps with students, but also we had STEM camps with teachers. Of course, we are one-to-one district where all our students have computers, so we did a new refresh, so we have new computers, new Wi-Fi. We invest in technology because we want to be at the forefront of what we do in Alabama with instruction.
Another main focus is on the Focus Act, which bans cell phone use during the school day. Sutton says it would cost $500,000 to buy restrictive phone pouches, so they will instead trust the students to comply. But if they don't, they will face consequences.
Second time, we may ask you to turn your phone into the office to the end of the day. We still contact your parent. And then third time, we'll follow our code of conduct, which will mean some in-school consequences. Really, we're just asking our community and students to trust us, to work with us, to support our teachers, and then we can really invest in the classroom and support this act.
Meanwhile, some schools are getting bigger. Williams Elementary just finished some renovations to welcome 150 families from Providence Elementary, while Blossomwood Elementary is bringing in 130 students from the old Chapman Elementary, and they've already had a meet and greet. Sutton says both transitions have gone smoothly so far.
You renovate the entire school at Williams Elementary. We added the classroom renovation, so we have 10 classrooms that were recently renovated to receive those students. We had 10 new faculty members there to keep the class sizes down. The travel has not been an issue. The teachers have blended in together, so we're very excited about that. Start on the first day. The bus routes are ready to go. We're moving along with the growth. That way we can always support our teachers, and we're supporting our teachers, we're supporting our families and students.
And of course, we'll be doing a bit of team coverage tonight regarding back to school and everything you need to know coming up in our evening newscasts. Aria Pons will be covering the classrooms out in the Shoals and Faith. She will have more from Athens City Schools. We'll also dive more into the newly introduced Focus Act, now signed into law, and what it means for students in the classroom. So make sure to stick around for the latest coming up in our evening newscasts. But now, let me pull this up real quick. Earlier today, Huntsville police confirmed the Huntsville woman who was sadly killed in a head-on crash Saturday. Police say she was identified as 50-year-old Angela Nicole Jones of Huntsville. Officers responded to the head-on collision Saturday involving two SUVs near Highway 72 and Epworth Road around 9:30 p.m. Now this is on Chapman Mountain. They say Jones was trapped inside her vehicle while the other drivers sustained injuries, but they are expected to be okay. Now officials say Huntsville Fire worked to get Jones out of her vehicle, and she was later taken to the hospital where she later passed away. Authorities say preliminary findings indicate that the driver with non-life-threatening injuries had been traveling westbound on Highway 72 when they were struck head-on by Jones, who was traveling eastbound in the westbound lanes. But now, Huntsville utilities are warning customers of limited access to their account services as they are currently transitioning to a new app. Huntsville Utilities announced today that customers can expect temporary account service impacts this week as they prepare to launch the new app on August 11th. Customers can still make payments by cash or check at the Huntsville Utilities main office as well as the drive-through payment center located on Pulaski Pike. But now we are going to take a short break, but coming up, Decatur Morgan Hospital offering free swimming lessons in memory of a 3-year-old who lost his life 15 years ago, and an awesome story down in Jefferson County you're just not going to want to miss. It's all ahead. I'll be right back in 1 minute. Hello everyone and welcome back to Before the Four. Now, Decatur Morgan Hospital is offering free swimming lessons, all in memory of a 3-year-old boy who tragically lost his life when he drowned in a pool on his 3rd birthday 15 years ago. 48 Sarah Grace Kennedy with more on the Drake's Fund and what it's all for. Let's take a listen.
It's just a day that's forever ingrained in my mind. The sounds, the visual of just them, bringing my son out to the ambulance.
Holly Wyatt is a nurse at Decatur Morgan Hospital. Her son Drake drowned during his 3rd birthday party on November 27, 2009.
We were just getting ready to, celebrate, try to go get him a birthday cake and have him open presents. That's when we realized he was next to me 1 minute. Next second, he was just gone.
Wyatt tells me that she relied heavily on faith and her loved ones to get through the pain of losing her son.
Getting through the grief was extremely hard because, you're living your life for this child. You're trying to do everything you can. He was my, entire world. Everything I did in life was for him. And every time I hear her drowning, it brings back those feelings, and I'd like to see less of that.
And that's exactly what Wyatt's goal is with Drake's Fund. Funds donated will go towards sponsoring free swimming lessons for children who apply for the program. In fact, some children will be receiving free swimming lessons this month, thanks to Drake's Fund.
We're saving, children in honor of him, and just to know that his memory is going to live on for however long, this continues, and hope and pray it continues for a long time.
That is certainly a great fund right now. But now, take a look at this awesome story out of Jefferson County, Alabama, to the town of Center Point, where an all-female barbershop is giving back to the community and empowering families just in time for back to school. WBRC's Kelvin Benjamin reports.
There's something powerful about walking out of a barbershop with a clean cut. It's not just a new look you get at Exclusive Choice Barbershop in Center Point, it's a new energy.
That's right, and you go out feeling more, confident in yourself.
Owner Aisha Jones says that's the vibe. Confidence, comfort, and community. She didn't just invite me in, she roasted me too.
Oh, that boy think he's slick. Somebody you were working. Oh, okay. Well, I got crispy, right?
But beneath the laughs is a mission, helping every person who walks through the door feel seen. Not just the kids getting their back-to-school cuts, but the parents bringing them, especially the ones doing it alone, like Nene.
She welcomed us with open arms as a woman. She made us feel safe. We can see and have more common conversations compared to, talking to a man.
There's something different happening here. Everyone who works at Exclusive Choice is a woman.
What's the idea behind that? How'd you get started?
Basically connecting with the female students in our barber boot camp.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how we got started with the females barbershop.
What began as mentorship for young women trying to break into barbering has grown into a barbershop that feels more like a movement.
Most shops are just kind of rowdy, but, so our shop kind of stand out. And a lot of people do like that. They come in, they feel comfortable,
We got some great men out here as well, but to see women stepping up into being in their profession, it definitely makes a difference.
And now Jones is stepping up in another way. To celebrate her grand opening next Tuesday, she's giving away free back-to-school cuts. It's her way of giving back, especially with the financial pressure so many parents feel right now. In Jefferson County, nearly 6 in 10 households are led by single parents, many of them earning under $40,000 a year. And according to the National Retail Federation, families will spend around $858 per child just getting ready for school this year.
It does make a difference. Like that 20 can go towards maybe some more school supplies or things that they would need upcoming throughout the year or something. We just never know. We can put it to the side for a rainy day or something like that.
For Nene, a free haircut isn't just about saving money, it's about feeling supported. And her boys walking into the school year with their heads held high.
And that was James Giles down in WBRC News 6. Awesome story there. I see we have a comment on Facebook from Donna Oliver. She said, "Hello, AJ. Hello, DO from PC. I hope all is well out there in Phil Campbell today. How are you doing today? Let me know." But thank you so much for watching, DO from PC, of course. But now let's head into the stories you're just not going to want to miss. Coming up in our evening newscasts, a new pre-filed state bill that would ban a judge from giving youthful offender status to any person 16 and older and charged with capital murder. We'll have more on that coming up. Changes coming to Huntsville Animal Services. And finally, it's National Get Ready for Kindergarten Month, a month to prepare children for the next big step of heading to the classroom for the very first time. Get all those details coming up, and these are just a few of the stories you're just not going to want to miss coming up in our evening newscasts. And you all know the drill. We got plenty of time for it. It is, of course, time for Facebook fun. That's right, and our 48 Facebook question today: how are you feeling about back to school? And I don't know about back to school. For me, it's just a Monday, but honestly, this is a Monday. It feels certainly like a Monday to me. But let's see about you all. How are you feeling about back to school? Whether you're a parent, whether you're a teacher, maybe you're a student. Let's see how you're feeling. And the kids are ready. That is from Lisa Hartline. That is great to hear. I was never one of those kids who was ready for back to school. I wanted my summer break. I wanted to extend it. Awesome comment. Kelsey said, I wasn't ready and never am. Summer is too short. Agree 100%. And it feels like kids are going back earlier and earlier every year. Chris Parker, not ready for the traffic. I hear you, brother. Absolutely. Molly, she has a photo right here. A couple started today, and the oldest two start at the end of the month. We were definitely ready for it. That is great to hear. I remember those first day of school pictures my mom used to take. Brandy said, loving it. I kind of missed that comment there. But Jamie Lee, she said, great, don't have to go. Absolutely. I'm assuming you are a recent grad. Don't have to go. Yes, embrace that. No longer first day of school. It is now adulthood for sure. But let's see. That one comment I missed. From Brandy Booker, she said, loving it. I love for my child to see and learn new things. Absolutely. I honestly miss the first days of school growing up, going through middle school and high school as well. They are great times. If you are a student still in school, embrace it and enjoy hanging out with your friends after school activities. It is certainly a great time, and it is certainly a time once you get to be my age, you are looking back and reminiscing on all the great memories that you have. So yes, enjoy back to school. I know it feels super early, but it's still a good time for sure. But anyway, you all had super awesome comments on our 48 Facebook question today. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. Enjoy tonight's evening newscast. That is just about it for today's Before the Four. But as always, thank you so much for watching. You all have a great night.